G'day, mate, and welcome back to Captain History with me, Jitty. In our last episode, we did a lot of digging. We did an awful lot of digging, and we finally cleared out the inside of the crater. We also made some wonderful dirt piles at the same time. Which means, in today's episode, I want to start moving, well, everything into the crater. We have a lot of infrastructure we need to move into the crater. We also need to get more direct routes out of the crater, which means I need to make sure that we spend some time with the zigzag team, zigzagging our way down. Also, we're going to have to spend some time with the other digging crew, making sure that we sort of clear some area. And also, from the sound of that, we're going to have to spend some time with Shippy, making sure that we've killed every pirate we possibly can. So, that's what we did in the last episode. That's going to be our plans for this episode. But I need to ask the most important question of all, and that is, can I borrow a like? I just like to borrow a like. I like borrowing likes early in the video. If you're not happy with the video, you didn't enjoy the video, I promise you, 100% like back guarantee. You can even take that to the bank if you want. I have no idea what a like is worth at the bank, but by all means, take it back to the bank and then tell me in the comment section below, what was that like worth when you tried to take it into the bank and cash it in? Anyway, with that out of the way, I'm going to remind you once again, have you clicked subscribe yet? Have you clicked subscribe? Because this is where things are going to get interesting. We're moving everything into the crater, which is going to dramatically change how we need to think about everything we've been doing so far. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's get to today's episode. As always, I like to start off the episodes thanking those that go above and beyond, thanking those that choose to become supporters of the channel, choose to keep the dream alive. And today, I need to thank the wonderful Chad. Thank you, Chad, for being a wonderful YouTube member. Thank you for joining the YouTube membership team. Thank you for choosing to support the channel. That was the biggest scoop ever, dude. It was one dirt from the very edge. I guess that counts. I guess you're helping in your own unique way. All right. We need to do a couple of things before we get too sidetracked. First thing I need to do is I need to free up some trucks. We're going to cut your team down to 19. Yeah, we're going to give you just 19. Also want to stop at the limestone team and give the limestone team another truck because we're out of limestone right here, which means, well, we're not making concrete slabs at the moment, which means I'm not making construction pass 1, which is a problem. We're going to just cut that for just a second. Go find some actual limestone and come back to the dirt problem later. Okay, next thing I want to do is I want to remove the stacker from the list because we've already dealt with the stacker. Next thing I want to do is oils. We have Shippy. We have the world map oil, which is maxed out, but I am still spending uni on that, even though we don't need to mine from it. It's maxed out. So we're going to pause that, which is going to free up a little bit of uni. Also, it's going to free up some people. We now have 38 available workers, whereas half a second ago we had 2. So with that freed up, I want to prioritize our map oil over, well, oil from the ship. So what I want to do is I want to come in here and I want to put in a pipe balancer. I'm going to whack you right there. I'm going to have this pipe being, well, both pipes technically right this second, come into there. Then I want to have another pipe come from here, and I'm going to pause this, okay? With that paused, and you rotated, this pipe ends up coming down here into this balancer, at which point it joins in with this pipe being, well, technically that pipe, and then from there, we're going to go back out to there. With that done, and that pipe paused as well, I have basically intercepted everything, and I can now say priority there. So that's going to prioritize this oil going out this way, and then this is going to be the, we'll use it after all the other oil nodes on the map are dried up, pretty much, because the quicker I can get this guy to dry up, along with this guy to dry up, the quicker I can get rid of them, and I can get rid of the stupid pipe going around the map. I really like it gone. All right, so that's step number 1. Step number 2 is the rock pier. I want to extend this out further. I want to give the dumping teams more places to dump, so we're just going to turn that back on. All right, excavator has no reachable terrain. Excellent. Okay, can I cancel all of that? Can I grab this one, edit area? I'm going to have you do here to here. Now, I am going to say I don't want this done anymore. We're not worried about that ramp anymore. We don't need that ramp anymore. And in fact, I might just, is this one? Yes. I might just aim this over this whole area so it's just done. It's just done and dusted. Okay, low supply of iron ore. Okay, low supply of iron ore we're going to fix because the zigzag team is mainly doing dumping currently. Okay, I've actually narrowed this down. Originally it was 4 tiles. We're going to narrow it down to 3 tiles, and then, well, around the corner it's going to get probably even more narrow. I need to build this slowly and in stages so we can work out exactly how we're going to build this to try and get the angles we need. It needs to be 3 tiles wide no matter what. It's just where those 3 tiles are. So what I want to do is we're going to pull, yes, everything off that. We're going to put them here instead. We might as well dig iron because we're short on iron. Okay, so loose supply of iron ore. We're done with that. No designations to be mined in this area. You are the terracing team. The terracing team is done. Okay, terracing team. I want the terracing team to start all the way back here. Sure. Okay, we don't need this anymore. We don't need this anymore. We don't need any of this anymore. We don't need any of this anymore. Or any of this. What I do need is I need a corner put in here. Okay, maybe I did want that back. Yeah, it's easier to line up if I have the tiles, because that way I can see exactly where I'm building them. There. Okay, can I copy a row of these guys? Yep, and I'll put that there. And then this little row, which we'll put there. Okay, I think you're stuck. We're just going to recover you, just to save me the effort. Okay, we're going to, now we've done that, we're going to come and cut in here. I do need a couple of walls through to the end here. And I know we're going to have to terrace this off as well. Actually, can I put you there? There. 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 And there. And there. And you don't line up. Why don't you line up? Because that should be a corner. Everybody move forward at 2 tiles. This one could be problematic. Okay, what we're going to do is buildings for vehicles. Can I get little walls? Put a little wall there, a little wall there, a little wall slightly higher, a little wall slightly higher again, and then we'll put a corner piece in. Okay, not really happy about the corner piece, but I don't see a better option. All right, we're going to unpause all those, which is why I need the limestone, because I need all these walls built. All right, with these guys done, they're just going to clear all of this. They're just going to give us more room to build up here at the top, rather than, well, down at the bottom of the crater, which is funny because that's down where we're going to be moving everything. All right, low supply of food. We've got 12 months. Shut up. I know, we already spoke about that. Building pillar. That's because I touched the pillar. Never mind. Zigzag has no terrain. Zigzag is getting there. You just need to wait for people to fill stuff in. Can we cancel that? I don't really want to fill on top of a wall. All right. Go away. Oh, God. Really, you guys are done? Okay. All right. Can you just edit area to right here? Just for right now. I just need all the diggy boys to come back to here. And we're going to end up using these diggy boys in just a second. We're just going to remove everybody off the team. Actually, can I get all 19 of you and 1 truck? Okay. Go away, go away, go away. All right. So we've cleared off some lists. All right. What I need to do is I need to build everything down here. Okay. In the crater. I need to take everything we've built up here and put it down here. Now, the good news is somebody has spent some time quite recently publishing a whole bunch of videos with different blueprints, which is going to make this whole transition a lot easier. The catch is, well, I still need to actually move everything, which is going to be its own separate nightmare. So we're going to start, I guess, in the crater, and we're going to put down a couple of blueprints. We have, where are we? Update 1, upgraded smelters. I need to put in a whole bunch of smelters. We're going to start with glass, okay? The reason I'm going to start with glass is, let's just pop you right here. The reason I'm going to start with glass is we need to make glass mix. We're going to be making everything inside the crater. So with glass mix, I'm going to need sand, limestone, and salt. Salt we have somewhere up there. There's not a lot of it, but we're about to go fix that. Sand, we're going to have to bring in. Now, sand, I have gold limestone right here. Quartz is right here. Sand is, well, here on this beach. Also, there's a sprinkler of it through here and a sprinkler of it through here, etc., etc. For right now, it's probably going to come in from the rear of the island, okay, via this ramp that we've built all the way down. So we're going to go with sand, okay? Sand being brought in. There is no point to bringing in... can I right-click on you? And right-click on you. There's no point bringing in quartz and crushing on site. So I'm going to treat sand as sand. I'm going to treat quartz as sand, because if you take quartz, it converts at a 1-to-1 ratio to quartz crushed. And then if you take quartz crushed and crush into sand, it turns a 1-to-1 ratio into sand. And quartz only gets turned to quartz crushed, and quartz crushed only gets turned to sand. So there's no point me treating quartz and sand as two separate products. We're just going to treat it all as one product. Okay. Now, of course, once I get down here, I'm going to need to have buckets for storage, which is where things are going to get a little bit difficult. We're going to move you over a little bit, and then we're going to try and talk through what we need to do to just set this one guy up. So this one guy is going to need storage. It's going to need a storage, which we're going to put, let's go with here. Actually, let's just direct connect it into that belt. Cool, that works. You are going to be sand. All right, and as we can see from the truck driving past, there is room for the trucks to get past. Eventually, this wood storage will go, don't forget. But, well, potentially we're going to have a ramp right here. So I can't really move things too much further backward. Like, it'd be nice if this storage wasn't here. It'd be nice if that storage wasn't there, but it is what it is. So we just need to accept it for now. On top of that, I need to get in salt and limestone. So we're going to need another bucket, which I guess I can put right here. And you would go into you, and you would be limestone. Let's go with limestone, sand, salt, either or. Doesn't really matter. You are going to be salt. Okay, salt we're going to bring up from here, up to height number 2, and then plug that in there. Okay, that'll make us our glass mix. Okay, that'll give us 48 glass mix, assuming we got acid. We're going to plug acid in. Really, I want a tank that big. Put acid over here. We can put acid over here. We're going to bring in acid from the other direction. We'll get to acid in a second. Okay. So this will make us 48 glass mix. 48 glass mix goes into a blast furnace Mark II. We've only had a couple of these so far, but for the glass recipe, it makes sense because you're going to produce from 48 glass mix plus some coal, you're going to produce 48 molten glass. 48 molten glass goes into the glass maker, 24 into each, and this is why this molten channel actually joins into this molten channel and will give us 24 glass plus some slag. The slag belts are... not connected. Okay. I found another issue with JD's blueprints. These have already had... They were updated very quickly to update 1, and it seems some things were overlooked. But that's okay. We're going to hook up the slag belts. That's fine. And that travels up our slag belts. Speaking of slag and other things, we also need to get in here coal. Also, we need to get slag out. And on top of that, this little balancer in here means we can bring in broken glass, i.e. recyclables. We'll worry about that then. Soon? Soon. Let's go with soon. I like soon. Can I put you there, I think? You are going to be coal, and you will go up to height number 1 and into that second belt. Okay. Lastly, we have slag, which is an export, which we're going to put here, and you will come out of there at height 3. Yep. Down, 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 down. Under there. We're going to change you to be slag. We're going to put an empty on you, a 1 bar fill on you, a 1 bar fill on you, a 1 bar on you, and a 1 bar on you. Don't forget, all these resources need to come down here, which is one hell of a travel. All right, so that's our plan for glass. Now, we'll come back to glass in just 1 second. I need to find out what is the problem with you. You just have nothing to do. You can dig out those ones. I'm confident with those ones. You can dig out that little bit, okay? Because I'm just watching all this stuff. Like, this is falling so far, it's going and touching down there. We might cut that back. Because it's just landing somewhere where I still need to dig this out. So, yes. Building mind control tower may collapse. Oh, okay. Mind control tower. Can I remove the dirt tower, re-aim the dirt tower? Actually, can I put the dirt tower all the way back here? And dirt tower can go there instead. We're going to instant build that dirt tower, and we're going to remove that dirt tower. Cool. Dirt. I need to do a couple of things with dirt. I want to put a tower here, and I want to move this tower. This tower is a dumping tower for rock and slag, which is, if we look at the original one, aimed all the way over here. I should mention the rimming crew. The rimming crew has been told to just, well, I've marked out the area to be dug and filled all the way around the map. There is options on our options with some options. But we're going to set that tower up to go to there. And you are dirt and compost. Okay. Dirt and compost. I want this area to be filled with dirt. If I make this level 1 flat, or level 2 flat, and we clear the control, cool. And I just fill this whole area with dirt, we can put farmland up here. Straight on top of our trash, our slag, our rock, whatever we've dumped here. I would like to cover the whole map with dirt. I prefer the look of dirt. I also like the fact that the trucks leave, paths wherever they drive. So that's going to be our plan. We're going to have a secondary dump zone for dirt that's actually going to be useful, that we can actually probably plant some crops and stuff on. All right, low supply of iron ore. We know about that. All right, salt. We have this one machine here. This one machine here that's been here for ages making us salt. We want to rectify that because we're going to need more salt because we're going to go into more glass production. We can have an evaporation pond, the heated version, which costs, actually let's just put a normal version beside it. So your 4 workers, your 6 workers, plus I think it's slightly higher maintenance. Yeah, twice the amount of maintenance, but runs at twice the speed. And if we put in brine rather than seawater, we get twice the amount of salt. So rather than putting in 22 seawater and we get 6 brine, we're going to put in 22 seawater for 6 salt. Yep, we're going to put in 48 brine for 24 salt because I happen to have some dump pipes here dumping out a whole bunch of brine. So we're going to put in 3 of those. I think 3 of those is probably overkill, with a big bucket. Can I get a big bucket? And I'm going to put a big bucket here. And this is something we're going to find that there's going to be a theme from now on. Big buckets, the only sorts of buckets I will end up building. All right, down here, I want to cut the brine pipe, put in a balancer, and grab the brine out, bring this up and over the top. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just run it through to here. This pipe's possibly going to get in the way. If it is, we'll just move it later. We'll plug you in, and you in, and you in. Nope, 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 and nope. I want to run the pipe close to the ground level first, in case I need to run a diesel pipe across the top to go refuel automatically shippy, and anything else I can think of on the secondary pier. You, and I don't need that. And you are going to prioritize out that way. So that's going to put brine in this pipe, which means I can start mass producing salt. Also means that the 1 worker that was here, that was working like 25% of the time, and the 4 workers that were here that were filled up with salt most of the time, that were only ever barely working, because we only ever barely needed salt to barely make any glass, can go away. All right, so that fixes that problem as well. We can now mass produce salt and put it in a bucket for later. All right, next thing I need to do is come back here and talk about glass. So we have this glass smelter's basically done, apart from the need for acid. We're gonna end up bringing in acid, but I also want to, have I ruined the blueprint? No, not really, sort of. Okay, if I recopy this correctly, not getting any bonus tiles, cool. I want to put in a second one and a third one. Okay, you need to go to there, and you need to go to there. Okay, I want to put in 3 lots of glass. 3 lots? No, you've convinced me already. We're going to put in 4 lots of glass. It's an awful lot of glass. You might say it's an awful lot of glass, JD. And I'm like, yeah, it is. But I'd prefer to have too much rather than not enough. Dude, you picked your target well. Okay, yeah, way too much rather than not enough. Next thing I need to talk about is the mixers. Like I said, you output 48 glass mix, you only need 48. Once this one is upgraded to the next tier, and we get the next tier of glassmaker, which is still a few researches away, then, well, I need 2 mixers to run 2 machines. By the same token, we get access to go away. The Mixer Mark II, which now runs twice as fast. So realistically, I only need 1 mixer per 2 smelters, and I have 2, 4, 6, 8, which means I need 1, 2, 3, 4, which means you, and you get to go away. Also means I don't need you or those belts. I don't need you or those belts. All I need to do is reach under here, remove you, and join that belt together and that belt together. And then these 4 can service, well, all of those. Technically means that... now I'm looking at that. I'm like, can I put these buckets in here instead? No, because then I have to run the glass all the way along and then all the way back. We could do that. Okay, I like that idea. It's a last minute decision. Can I put you back there and you back there? Okay. We're going to remove you. We're going to run this glass mix into that glass mix. We're going to run this glass mix into this glass mix, except I'm put you back. I'm going to remove these 2 machines. I'm also going to remove these 2 machines. I'm going to remove that balancer. We're going to remove that belt. Run you, through to there. And then I don't need anything from here onwards. Okay, so sand still needs to be connected. We can just plug that straight in. Which means you 2 could slide up to there. I can't tell if that connects. Can we put you here instead? Okay, you plug into you, and you plug into you. Well, I like that idea. It's moved things out of the way an awful lot. Can I put them here and here? Sort of, and not really. We might have problems with truck getting access, especially when we get into mega trucks. All right, we can leave that like that. Okay, also means that I can now put the coal on this side. And you go into you, and that means the slag can move way closer. Out a tile. Can you hit that belt? No. But if you got moved along a tile, you could definitely hit that belt. Okay, all right, so we've rearranged everything a little bit. We still need to get acid in this build. It's fine, we'll get acid in just 1 second. Water resources getting low. Oh, yes, okay, I need to do this. What I need to do is I need to basically pause that pipe. So that means you guys are going to use water from here as the primary, and then from there as the secondary, and then when you run out of water, these guys will kick in for the town water. That should be fine. We still have 25 workers, which is not many, but at least we're down to stable. So if we're now down to stable, can I get that, and that built? That is a lot of materials I need to have moved down here. Already. And there's going to be more in a second. All right. Glass. Can I remove all the buckets? We do want storage. We're going to have a big boy storage right here. I can't do that. Let's go with there. All right, glass into here, glass into here, glass into there, plus glass into there, plus glass into here, and there, and there, and there. All right. That's that. Okay, glass is done. All right, next blueprint I want to talk about is going to be construction parts. We obviously need construction parts 1. Plus, I need belts to run my construction parts 1, being like so. Then I need bigger and better maintenance depots, and this is the whole point of this blueprint. You can upgrade it as you upgrade your research. Then I want construction part 3, which we'll just throw right over the top of the existing build, like so. And then I need electronics 2, which is going to be required for, well, construction's part 4, which I don't have unlocked, but that is everything I need to make construction parts 4. It doesn't do research, unfortunately. That's going to be an update to the blueprint in the future, but that's a great start. Okay, can I remove these? These are all input boxes. Obviously, I'm not going to be inputting things to boxes. We'll be hooking all this into main lines somewhere along the line. Where, I don't know, but we'll work that out shortly. So, that's a whole production. That's like everything we have up here currently, apart from science, just whacked down there nice, neatly, and that should give us our construction parts 1, 2, and 3. Obviously, little boxes not good enough for me. We have the tech for bigger boxes, and this is why there's room in these blueprints for exactly this reason. So you can put in a big box with a big box with a big box. Okay. I don't need the little maintenance depot. We need a big maintenance depot. We also need more construction parts 3, with obviously more construction part 2, with more construction part 1. We can remove the old style machines because, again, this is an upgradable blueprint. So they start off with, assembly manual, because that's what you have access to. Also, we're going to be running the steel recipe. No, I need to have the next level machine. Oh, these are all electric assemblers. I need electric 2. That's the one I want. Where are we? Steel recipe. Okay, can I remove you guys? And we'll go there, and there, and there, and there. Can I remove you, copy you, paste you to there, and remove those guys. Copy, paste, paste, paste. I didn't put the recipe in. We want that one. Concrete slabs, please. You are going to be construction part 2. So copy recipe across, and then copy machine to there, and there. And then copy construction parts 3 to that one, and it should be paste, paste, and paste. And what are you? Your electronics. Again, we'll just upgrade the machines. Okay, and then you are electronics 2, which we haven't even played with yet, plus PCBs. PCBs to make electronics 2. Okay. Who, what, problem now? You. Who are you? You're limestone. Okay, limestone is not full because, well, lo and behold, we have a very big box down there that we're trying to fill up. Can I get that dug out? Can I also get that dug out? I am going to build these retaining walls, because I hope it helps. The rimming team. The rimming team has nothing to dig. Really? Yes. Okay, so they cleared out all the waste that was on top of the sand build, and it means I can have them move further forward. Go, Team Rimmer. Okay, can I fill in anything we can see there? Can I also come out 2 tiles here and ramp that down as well, just so we have somewhere to dump dirt? Okay. You have done well so far. Nothing has fallen over. Okay, because we got to keep a close eye on this. Can I dig 3 more tiles? And you're a minus 25. So if I dig this one out, that's technically below the bottom of that wall, which is okay so far. So far. Yeah, I'm going to fill in this 26 here so we have a little bit of a wider path around this corner. All right, water resource getting low, we know about. No supply of limestone, we know about that. Rimming team just got reassigned, right? No. Okay. Done. Right, assign somebody else. I assigned the terracing team. Oh, terracing team, I'd like you to do this. I want this finished. Cool, problem solved. All right. Low supply of food. It still says 12 months. We just need more buckets. Actually, do we just need more buckets? You have a pile of potatoes. You have corn, and nothing. Okay. Can I get another... Well, if somebody put the corn in there, that would probably help. No, I can't, because I went and built a thingy in the way. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. We're just going to ignore the problem for a little while longer. All right. So we're playing out glass. Glass is slowly getting filled up with all its requirements, apart from limestone. Slag. You guys are not meant to put slag in the box, just so you know. You've got a little bit of coal, you've got a little bit of salt, you've got a little bit of limestone. we can drag that all the way up. We can drag that all the way up. Actually, what I should be doing is you have one guy who's in charge of sand, who is, I guarantee you, driving the sand down there manually. So we're gonna have 2 buckets like this, and you're gonna export into there. We're gonna say sand and build those. That way they can drop the sand locally, and then it'll get shipped on by the general diggy boys. Okay, speaking of general diggy boys, I want to have a better access out here for, well, slag, also rock, also amongst other things like dirt, lots of things that we need to dump, because we're going to be moving our mining operations inside the crater in a moment, shortly. So what I want to do is, I have already found that this here is probably the furthest out to sea, and also directly lines up with that ramp by just happen chance. So what we're going to do is remove that. We'll put a bridge here. Yeah, and build that. And can I have a mind control tower, please? Right here. And you are going to have storage. I don't want to put in big storage at this stage. I sort of should, but I sort of don't want to. Okay, you are going to get built. You are going to allow gravel and rock to be dumped. We're also going to have you export to here and here. You're going to be rock. Pick up cargo and cancel. Okay, and you're going to be dirt. And pick up cargo and cancel. Export. No, you can't import, but you can export. Okay. We're going to drag you down, and we're going to drag you down, and we're going to build those guys, and we're going to assign from here. Can I just pull off? Pause button. All of those. Cool. They won't harass me now. 3 diggy boys. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 3, 4. All right. They can just slowly start digging their way through that mountain. Okay. It's going to take them a while. All right. So we have glass in theory built out. What I do need to do is, I need acid down here, so I can't really do anything yet. All right. Back into blueprints. Beside glass, I generally build copper. And the main reason I build copper is copper also needs acid. So we happen to have acid right here. Just double check inputs, outputs. Yeah. Okay, so I tend to build copper right beside glass because they both need acid. They also both need sand. So we're going to put you there. I'm going to leave like a 3-tile gap between the two of them. I don't think I need the gap, but I think I prefer to have it rather than not have it. And I'm going to go build 1, 2, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9, hang on, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. Okay, that is 12. That is an awful lot of copper. I know it's an awful lot of copper, Jenny. I know. It's probably too much. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There. Okay, fine. We'll cut it in half. We'll have half that amount of copper. All right, I need to get a tank down here for acid. For the moment, I'm going to use the little tank. Actually, yeah, we'll use a little tank. I'm going to want to upgrade this tank probably in the future, but a little tank for right now should be fine. And I need to plug in some belts. So this is coal, okay? This is slag, so we can plug those 2 belts together. On top of that, you need, go away. You can go here instead. Okay, you can go there. All right. Also need to get acid to run into the copper electrolysis, which we're going to run through here at height 2. And when we get to here, we'll drop down to height 1 and plug into that. That should run those electrolysis machines. But you are now a blast furnace Mark II, which means you now need copper ore crushed, and you need sand. That means that tank is immediately in the way. Cool. All right, you go to there, and you go to there. Okay, sand was the bottom belt. So we need to bring the bottom belt out from here and take this up to the third belt and plug right where I put the pipe. Okay. Pipe. Go away. Plug sand in there. Okay. Copper ore will go in at the bottom, which means copper ore's not going to pass through there, so I can put the pipe in there instead. Cool. All right, copper ore. I need to crush copper ore. Now, crushing ores, we have two options. We have the old-fashioned option, which was the crusher, which makes 36 ore in, 36 crushed out. That's fine. That's fine. And each one of these needed a crusher, so you end up with a lot of crushers behind a lot of smelters. But in update 1, we got the crusher large, this one up here, which means I can now tick that off my list as well, which puts in 216 and brings out 216. So it's an awful lot. And I need one of these for every 6 of these. So we're going to put in just one of them for the moment. I'm also going to put in a bucket here. We're going to set this bucket to be copper ore, and you're going to run into there. Now, I know a lot of these belts are running at the wrong speed. That doesn't matter. I just need to have things built. Okay. You are going to be acid, and we have water down here, so I'm going to end up making acid on site after we add exhaust scrubbing, which is a couple more steps away, like a lot more steps away, because we'll need seawater for that, and seawater is going to be hard to get down here. Can I remove that? Okay, so we have some materials. We have copper now planned out. We know... Oh, no, we don't have copper planned out. I need to remove those. I need a big bucket. A big bucket, sir, for my copper. Which needs to go one tile further forward because I can't put a connector beside a connector. So I'm going to do that and that. That means the whole bucket sticks forward. Can I put you there instead? I can. Okay. Compared to here, yeah, we're saving a couple of tiles. And I know it's a couple of tiles, but every tile can be important. Just you wait and see. All right, so we're going to plug in that copper and that copper into said bucket, which now means I have copper plus I have glass. That's all we've got so far. Really? Oh, if I close that, I guess it goes away. All right, can we build? Let's just start building. All right, can I, well, actually, uni. Can I do that? Can I do you two? Can I do you, all of this, all of... Yeah, I still have room to get broken glass in here. We haven't set up recycling for this, obviously, yet. All of that and all of that. Okay, on top of that, I'm going to need the coal belt to pass all the way down because it's going to go into copper. That one, that one, that one. Oh, so many belts. Okay, I'm going to need all... I need that belt built. I need that guy built. I need his belts built. I need the sand belt to continue on to the end. I need the acid tank done. You're going to need that acid pipe as well. We've missed the one tile gap in there. And you should now be able to make glass mix. Well, assuming we had acid. We're going to turn that one off because the acid's probably on its way. Alright, so that should make us glass. On top of that, I need to find... coal. Coal, that belt. Alright, so coal now gets to here. We need to run our sand along as well. So it's that belt. Coal is this belt. We also need to run our slag from both copper and from glass back out. And then I need this furnace done with this crusher. Plus I'm going to need all of this built. Cool. Alright, so that is our first right of people. Minus 11. I knew that would happen. Alright, can I put another house and unpause this one? Alright, so we can now have new people move in, and that should fill our workers demand. Also, we should be sending Shippy to go say hi to Pirate. Nope, and you can go there then. Alright, so that should, after people show up, should get us copper down here. Also should get us crushed copper, which means I should be able to run this smelter. This smelter needs to have sand, which hasn't made it. It needs to have that belt, that belt, that belt. Okay, that belt done, and then we have sand on this belt, which will fit in this this smelter. Now, I know a lot of the belts run at roll speed. I don't really mind right now. We will fix belt speeds and that sort of stuff later when we actually have production up and running. At the moment, I just want something working. Working is the bare minimum requirement for today. That all looks like plugged in. All right, so that should give us glass and copper. All right, this production means needs us to actually decide where it's going to live. I think it's going to live there. How many tiles do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to live there. We are going to cut the whole thing, move it left a few tiles, and let's go with here. That's going to be your location. All right, you need to have different resources brought in. One of them is copper, which is this one. All right, so can I grab the copper belt from this bucket? Bring this out one. And what would be over here? Okay, and you make PCBs, so you also need copper. All right, right here we're going to put in buildings and vehicles. Can I get a very, very large ramp? Because we're going to end up running a number of things through this gap. I can see it already. So I want to slide it back a few more tiles. We might just on the off chance. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Slide you back a few tiles, remove that. Can I have my ramp back, please? And there, and there to there. Okay. You needed copper, but you also need glass. So you are glass for PCBs, which is at height number 1, which plugs straight in there. Also need plastic. We'll work out plastic in a little bit. You don't need glass, you don't need glass, you don't need glass, you don't need glass, and you don't need glass, and that's maintenance, which also doesn't need glass. Okay, so that is that. We need to have trees, and I need to have bricks. So we need to get wood in here as well, which is right here for right now. Probably gonna put a wood box here somewhere and just feed into this directly. Okay, Shippy was repaired. Can I get Shippy to say hi to that one? All right, so with that done, I need to come over this side. We need to put in iron smelting over here. Actually, I need to have a new tower, which we're going to put here. Yeah, can I have storage, loose storage? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd probably prefer bigger storage. This will do for right now. You are going to not do any of those at all. Are you going to export to that one, that one, and that one? Actually, can I remove those for just a second? Can I do dirt, paste, and rock, and paste, and copper ore, and paste. Okay, now we can do you, and you. And we're going to have you aim from here to like here. And we will steal this truck. Okay, that excavator will go to here with one truck. We're going to instant build you. And we're just going to start digging in from the bottom. That's one of the reasons I want to move to the bottom of the crater, because it means I can just undermine all the resources rather than having to constantly ramp down. All right. Back over here, blueprints. I need to have, before we get too carried away, I need to have concrete slabs. We need a concrete slab recipe, concrete slab build, which we're going to put, it feeds in everything from the left. We're going to put you right there for now. I don't know exactly where you're going to live, because I do want to do an upgrade in this, an upgrade to large crushers. We don't need the capacity of large crushers right now, but concrete. Eventually we get to the concrete mixer level 3. The concrete mixer level 3 is going to need twice the amount of cement as what we're making, but I can change the kilns over the rotary kiln for the gas, or, well, the fuel gas or the hydrogen, which we will be doing in the future, because gas kiln. We already have access to it. So we are going to swap that over in the future, which means I want to put in early, make sure it's done. I want to put in the large crushers. Large crushers, so we have the capacity to run the level 3 guys. Level 3 guys require a lot more power, a lot more other things, but that should be fine. Okay, you can obviously dig out that tile because nothing really substantial has happened. And yeah, we're just one tile at a time. Edit area there to there. You need a second truck, and you are sand. Okay, edit area of the sand here to here. Can we just flatten that area out for now? All right, and we can flatten that. We are filling in material behind, but I don't want to get too close to the sea just yet because I definitely don't want my little fledgling mine flooded. All right, so we have very, very, very basic production up and running. Very, very basic. In fact, you haven't even fired up on the count of acid. On the count of I never built that belt. Yep. It's the little things. It's the little things that catch you every time. All right. So we have glass and copper. That's as far as we got for this episode, and this is as far as we're going to get for this episode. I need to, in the next episode, upgrade this, which we should be able to get over and done in a hurry, and then also put in the upgraded smelters. Upgraded smelters, update 1. Upgraded smelters. We need to put in a Iron Mark II smelter, like so, and also a Steel Mark II as well. We need to put in a number of those. Also, it means we're going to start mining iron from the bottom rather than iron at the top. Eventually, when we get everything moved down, we can remove a lot of this. Not going to kill it outright. We're just going to move it. We're going to move it and remove it and keep that extra production for contracts. But we'll be covering that and more in the very next episode. I need to call this episode here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode with more planning, a lot more planning. Speaking of planning, that should all be paused. Yep, okay, that's it. I'm out. See you next one. Bye.